17 million victims were murdered in 12 years from 1933 and 1945. But this man survived. But how? This is a story from the Nazi concentration camps. This victim was suffering immensely, enduring pain beyond we can imagine. His father and wife died from unbearable suffering. His mother and brother were murdered, and every single day was a living hell. Yet, this man always had a smile. Despite his personal pain and hardships, he was so joyful that the very soldiers torturing him used to come him for counseling. This man had a very peculiar habit. Everywhere he went, he would draw butterflies on the floor, on the walls, on a piece of paper, on canvas, everywhere, practically everywhere. Someone once asked him, "Why do you draw butterflies everywhere you go?" He gave an interesting answer. He said, "I was suffering intensely in these camps. I had lost my entire family. One day, I had this experience that completely changed my perception of life. I saw a cocoon with a worm inside, struggling to emerge. I kept observing. The worm was struggling so badly, with all kinds of liquids coming out as it fought to escape. After a few days, I saw the worm finally managed to come out of the cocoon. It transformed into a beautiful butterfly and flew away. That day, I had a realization. I am like that worm stuck in the cocoon of this camp. But this suffering has a meaning. It is preparing me to become a butterfly and fly freely." Eventually, when the Nazi camps disintegrated, he was one of the very few to survive. The man was none other than Viktor Frankl, who in 1946 authored the book Man's Search for Meaning. He developed logotherapy, a form of therapy that helps people find meaning even in life's greatest challenges. He says, "Everything can be taken from a man except one's freedom to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. No matter how dark or unbearable life may seem, there is always a meaning to be found. You can choose hope, resilience, and faith even in the face of unimaginable pain. Because you find meaning in suffering, you transform it to strength."